Hello everyone, baseball season is finally back. We're about nearly 20 games in at the moment. We are 20 games at the moment. 11, 9, 20 games. Thankfully we finally got back to baseball, so I thought it was time for me to review so far my award picks for the season. So more so the AL and NL Cy Youngs, the AL and NL Rookie of the Year, and obviously the AL and NL MVPs. So I'll start off my Cy Youngs. Since we did 60 game season was kind of where I was going off this. The two guys I picked are fellas with nasty stuff. We know they have it. And one young guy who has last year showed a lot of promise early. And now this year, I thought the way his stamina and how hard he throws the ball and just the movement on his pitches, especially over a 60 game stretch, which he's probably not going to start that many games. I went with, for my AL, I went with Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Indians. At the moment, he has through 4 games, he's 3-0, has a 1.63 ERA. He, as of today, which is the 15th of August, he has a 1.63 ERA, 43 strikeouts, which I think just after Sonny Gray's game last night is second in the entire MLB in strikeouts with 43. He's a 0.76 whip, which he's a starting pitcher is ridiculous. In 27 innings pitched, he's just under 14 Ks per 9 and has a 1.63 walks per 9. The Indians have been kind of up and down as of now they're 11-9, but Bieber, obviously when Bieber's played, they're 3-0. He hasn't lost a game, hasn't registered a loss. My main reason for picking him at the start of the year was because they lost Corey Kluber, traded him away to the Rangers, so he was kind of left as the main guy, the main workhorse, who's going to be leading them, especially if it goes to the playoffs. He's going to be the guy who's going to be getting the important innings, pitching the important times. That's when it's going to be him. And it's not going to be like Mike Clevenger is good, Carlos Carrasco has come back and has been decent enough. But at the end of the day, it's going to be him. It's going to be Shane Bieber leading the pack. At the moment, I'm pretty happy with where my pick, because when you look at the standings, maybe Garrett Cole is probably his biggest rival at the moment for it, because Mike Soroka would have been up there, but he's gone out with a Achilles injury now at the moment. So I'm pretty happy with him. I still think he's the leader for AL Cy Young. My NL Cy Young, which he's kind of falling off just because record-wise anyway, because of his team, and they're struggling a little bit. At the moment they're 7-10. My pick was for NL was Max Scherzer, who obviously has won 3 already, so this would have been his 4th or maybe 5th. I'm iffy on how many Cy Youngs he's won. At the moment he's 1-1 through 4 games. He's a 2.75 ERA, which is still ridiculous. 29 strikeouts, a 1.32 whip with 19 innings pitched. 30 around the kind of same similar Ks per 9 as Bieber, but walks a significant amount more with 4 walks compared to barely under 2 walks per 9 that Bieber has done. It just seems that they're not putting up a lot of runs. Now Juan Soto is back at the moment. He missed the start of the year with I think he was sick with the virus, and he missed a few games, and that obviously, after losing Anthony Rendon, he was going to be at the forefront of their offensive prowess. And with him missing, he already has 5 or 6 home runs already when he came back. So instantly, I know Scherzer's had a start since he came back, but like Scherzer has not been benefiting off the fact they've been struggling on the offensive side of the ball. Like I think the run difference at the moment is -1, so that kind of tells you Scherzer is he's getting guys out, but his ERA is still at 2.75, so still not struggling. So I don't see him as my front runner. He's definitely the front runner for NL Cy Young at the moment. It's probably Sonny Gray and Trevor Bauer are flying up there. Even Kershaw's been good. Walker Buehler's been struggling a bit. Chris Paddock has been good. Like there's been a lot of guys who have stepped up a lot on other teams compared to Scherzer, but I have liked the way he's played. It's just his team needs to kind of back him up a bit. My Rookie of the Year, which I'm going to start off with the worst pick, which is the guy who didn't even get invited, which obviously not really my fault. I thought he would be, but he didn't make the final. I had Gavin Lux with the Dodgers. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. Gavin Lux had a bit of postseason experience last season, so I thought he was good at the bat, decent on the defensive side of the ball. I was hoping he'd take a big step up. Obviously, you can't make a big step up when you're not playing. He didn't get invited to the squad for the limited. The squad was brought down, obviously, or brought up. He didn't get invited anyway, is what I know. So he's not there. He could get invited near the end of the year. He could be brought in for the postseason, but at the moment he's not there, so that's kind of what you can base it off. Then my AL is kind of weird because defensively he's been great. Offensively, started off hot, which is Luis Robert of the Chicago White Sox. He has 2 home runs and 9 RBIs at the moment, with 4 stolen bases. He's batting .274, which is good, with a .754 on base OPS. Mother of God, she used an acronym shitty. He's kind of been outshined by the fact Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners has been fantastic. He's kind of, the power isn't there. He's played similar amount of games, them only one more, but his batting average is .333 and he's a .920 OPS, on base of .414. Like, Kyle Lewis came out of nowhere, not out of nowhere, but he's 4 home runs and 49 RBIs, and he's been walked 11 times. He just seems to have a much better plate discipline, I suppose you'd say, Luis Robert. Luis Robert does seem to be hacking a lot, but he is getting on base. He's on base with .329, so he is doing well. And like, in that offense with Eloy Jimenez and Juan Moncada, Casilla's not been doing that great, but Jose Abreu, Jesus. I'm still confident he can turn it around. He's not, like I said, he's not doing bad. It's just he started off hot with, I think, he had 1 or 2 home runs straight away. And he is walking, but he also has 20, I think he might lead rookies, might be second to Evan White in the AL in rookie strikeouts. But like I said, I think the movement that's going on in Chicago of these young guys, I still think he's a good pick. I still think he could win it, because a lot of people might not vote for the like of Kyle Lewis because he's in Seattle, even though at the moment he definitely deserves it. But like, I'm happy with Luis Robert. He obviously still has a lot to show with how he's been struggling as of late at the plate. But like I said, I'm happy with the pick, but definitely Kyle Lewis, if you look at stats wise, is definitely looking better as a pick for him. Let's get to my MVPs, obviously the biggest one. My AL MVP, who it hurts, because as you should know by now, I'm a Red Sox fan. It hurt to pick this guy at the start of the year. But if you look at him healthy, you look at that team, Aaron Judge was almost, I try not to go with the Mike Trout pick, even though Mike Trout easily at the moment. He's played 16 games because he missed a few games because his kid being born. But I picked Aaron Judge, amazing in the outfield, has probably up there Laureano with the strongest arm in the MLB. His power is probably second to none. The only guy who probably rivals him in power is his teammate, who's also injured now, is Giancarlo Stanton, who we're waiting to come back. But I picked Aaron Judge. At the moment, he has 9 home runs, 20 RBIs, batting .290, and has he's an 1100 OPS. He's on the 10-day injury list at the moment, as the time I'm recording this, but he's been unbelievable. Defensively, he makes all the plays you need him to. You will not run on him. When he's throwing the ball from the outfield, he's doing it with ease, and he's still probably throwing it 10 times harder than the normal outfielder is. And that's a lot when you've like Mookie Betts is there, you're thinking of Mike Trout is there, Laureano, Harper, all these guys with big arms. He still seems like he's effortlessly throwing it as hard as them. And he's leading the entire MLB in home runs at the moment. But only by 1, he's like, Castellanos is probably going to pass him. But at the time I'm recording this, he's been unbelievable. It's Mike Trout. It depends how long he's going to be out now with his injury. I think it was a calf strain he's on the 10-day list for. So hopefully he comes back, like I said, hurts to say, but healthy Aaron Judge is good for baseball, simply. And then my awards this season have just been complete pain for me. He started off, my NL MVP, started off struggling. Obviously he left my Red Sox. Mookie Betts went to the Dodgers, got his money, deserved his money. We should have paid him. I was hoping that the conspiracy of him going back to free agency would have happened. It didn't. It's not going to. He signed his extension, and he's already been a stud. 7 home runs, 15 RBIs. He has .319 batting average, which was at the start of the year, through 4 games, he had like an 18 batting average. He's struggling a lot, and now has an 1,000 OPS. He's unbelievable. He's making plays in the outfield. He's making up for the slack of Cody Bellinger struggling a lot. He's just unbelievable. Like, makes plays in the outfield, unbelievable base runner, great base runner, and at the bat, he just broke the record for, he's tied for the most 3 home run games with 6 in history. Only 3 players have done it. He's going to pass that. He's unbelievable at his age. It's going to get better. Somehow he's going to get better. So yeah, I'm happy with my AL MVP. If he stays, Aaron Judge stays healthy. And NL MVP, I think I'm happy with, but because votes are going to go to the LA, the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Everyone hates the Red Sox. We're god awful at the moment. So yeah, at the moment I'm happy with my AL Cy Young with Shane Bieber. I'm happy enough with my Rookie of the Year for the AL with Luis Robert, and then my MVPs with Aaron Judge and Mookie Betts. I'm pretty happy with. I picked these before the season. You go back and look on our Twitter where when I did the dates, these aren't made up once the season started. It was made up before it happened. So I'm sticking to what I had. You can flame me at the end of the season if I'm very wrong, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with what I got, other than Gavin Lux, who hasn't even played a game. So thank you guys for watching. If you want more MLB, I'm going to try and do more MLB through the season because we love it, and it's great to finally have it back. Obviously 20 games in now, finally have it back, but it was missing for a long time. Like and subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't. We'll be getting over 22 subscribers now, we're getting up there. So thank you to everybody who even spends the time to look at us. And yeah, let us know what you think. Peace out.